What's up, guys, and welcome to Lay It Out Podcast. I'm your host, Miss Peaches, and today we're going to talk about the top 10 addictions in the United States. Now, I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. Everyone is an addict. An outrageous statement, huh? But what's even more appalling is that it's true, y'all. Have you ever taken a step back and compared yourself to others, asking, what makes me stand out or undervalued? Of course you have. That's how individuals measure their worth. However, we often fall trapped by the stigma of society that they have put on a character, okay? Contrary to popular belief, all addictions are not consciously known to the public. While we may believe that we have dodged a bullet in some choices in life, only extensive research, self-reflection, and time will show the ultimate outcome. Meanwhile, here are 10 top addictions worldwide. Number 10, sedatives. Do y'all know that 78,000 people are addicted? This medication is also known as sleeping pills, for those who didn't know. They help treat sleeping disorders and tension. These medications can cause illusions if used improperly. So please, don't take no medicine that somebody else done gave you, or it will be your last doze off. Number 9, stimulants. You ready for the number? 329,000 people are addicted. Stimulants are drugs such as Ritalin and Adderall to illicit substances like meth. Wow, y'all. You know, the medicine that you give your hyperactive child. I think we need to look at these and do a double take, okay? Because maybe our children really don't need these medications. Maybe they just need time with us. You know, sit down and study them. See what really makes them tick and what makes them chill. People using these drugs can build up an overall tolerance. Chances of an overdose are increased. Avoid them if possible because they are highly addictive. Just FYI. Inhalants, okay? This is a little stem off of the stimulants. 140,000 people are addicted. Inhalant addiction should not be overlooked. They are volatile and toxic, okay? Improper care could lead to hospitalization and death. And check this out. They linger inside the brain, and even after a person has stopped usage, wow, that in itself should make you stand back and say, you know what? I need to evaluate the medication that I'm on. Okay? Number 8, benzos. Yes. 400,000 people are addicted. These are medications such as Valium, Xanax, diazepam, and Clopin. They are used to manage stress and anxiety. They are prescribed by a doctor and must be given in specific doses. Did you hear that? Specific, not anytime you want. Okay? Individuals should never share meds. People with known addiction problems must be monitored first before giving any medication. So don't be passing around your meds because somebody else got a headache. Here, take this. It calms me down. This is what gets me together. No, you never know what that person can and can't take, y'all. If used incorrectly, these types of medications can harm your brain and your mental state. Without proper medical assistance for detox, withdrawals can be deadly. So we don't want to give our friends and family members something that can potentially cause death, y'all. All right. Number 7, heroin. Oh my goodness. Check this out. 426,000 people are addicted. Okay. A heroin condition is a hard thing to kick. It can make a person have severe withdrawal symptoms, making addictions even harder to treat. And unfortunately, it requires a combination of meds and therapy to help wean the symptoms of withdrawals and cravings. Check this out. Statistics state that there is a rise in heroin abuse in the United States. People can contract and spread diseases such as HIV and AIDS by sharing needles. Ugh. Young women are among the top users, y'all. So this should be something we should be aware of. We should speak to our kids now, especially our daughters, and let them know, hey, we're a statistic now when it comes to heroin. Let's change that. Number 6, cocaine. Yes, y'all know about that cocaine. 821,000 people are addicted. Check this out. Crack cocaine was one of the most devastating sought after drugs of the 70s and the 80s. Guess what? It was cheaper than the original form. So, yep, a lot of people got high off of it. Since then, rates of cocaine addiction in the United States have dropped. So that's a plus. The decline is slow, but it's persistent. And so that's key. Number 5, painkillers. 1.8 million people are addicted. My goodness. Vicodin, oxycodone, codeine are all commonly prescribed to treat pain, okay? But that does not mean that they cannot be addictive. When people are in any type of discomfort in their body, they usually search for the most potent and fast-acting medication available, y'all. They're on the prowl. And if the pain is ongoing or reoccurring, he or she may want a double dose. Man, that's frightening. This could be the first sign of addiction if y'all did not know. So please check for signs. Most people do not know that they have a problem until they try to stop the medication. It gets even harder when your friends, they ask you to get over-the-counter medication. He or she should only take medication that is prescribed or implied by the doctor. Please encourage this. Number 4. I know we all done heard of this. You're probably smoking on some right now. Marijuana, that Mary Jane, the weed, that WAP, that whatever you want to call it, okay? But check this out. 4.2 million people are addicted. Now, I know you like, now, it ain't really a drug. Okay, I can kind of agree with you on that. But people can get addicted to where they're managing their money the wrong way. Okay, so it could affect your bills, your status at home. It could affect you driving or anything like that. So maybe that's why they call this a drug. Okay, but it's actually a herb. The government has decided to legalize marijuana in most states, allowing individuals to purchase the product at a dispensary. Well, that's a plus. Needless to say, this was a win-win for the consumer and the customers, right? Consumers get to set their own prices. That's cool. Bringing that top dollar for reoccurring customers. And customers now have the opportunity to purchase and choose from wide varieties of products in a stabilized location. Okay, that's what's up. But because the product is so popular, this is what we tend to do, y'all. Customers tend to purchase with the intent to resell. We just can't do right. Maybe if they would not tax us, maybe. Okay, I ain't gonna get into all that, but y'all know where I'm going. Encouraging individuals under the age of 21 years old to buy. Now that's the problem. When you intend to resell, you don't care who you selling to. Let's just be real, you guys. If you're gonna do what you do, at least let them be of age, okay? This situation right here ultimately becomes a top seller from these youngins, okay? You know they're gonna buy marijuana. We already know that. Guess what? Statistics have not shown that there are any car crashes or organ failures related to the topic. Now that is a plus, I mean, I know we get lazy, we get sleepy, we get hungry, you know, you want to have sex, you want to just do little bitty things like that. And I said we loosely because I preferably don't smoke, but hey, you do you. Furthermore, scientists have proven that marijuana can be effective in decreasing vision impairment and pain. I know when you're going through and you have a heartache, you know, your man done left you, your girl done left you. Now that's just emotional type of heartache. But then you got actual pains in your body. Your back is hurting. You can't see. You got cataracts. Your legs just won't move because they got blockage or something. Marijuana actually can and will help. With proper use, of course. You know, however, it is healthier to be ingested by pill form or used as an oil. Now, cigar casings are not suggested, y'all. So when you go and get those so-called quote unquote relos, that's when it's an issue for your body because now it's smoke that's not healthy or not helping anything. You're putting that in your body. So that's the problem. Okay. Number 3, speaking of smoke, tobacco, aka nicotine. Over 40 million, you guys. Over 40 million. Nicotine may fall low on the totem pole and seem to appear less harmful than other addictions. But we shouldn't count them out. We should not count nicotine providers out either. Movie scripts, TV ads, and a wide range of commercials purposely give the false illusion of pleasure, y'all. Look at the message that they're sending our kids, though. I can understand if you're 21 and older, but this is a wrongful message, okay? Although tobacco products are legal and easy to obtain, the damage they can do to your lungs over time is serious. So before you put it in your mouth, you better know what you're getting into, because this is for the long haul. Tobacco use has caused more deaths than any other addictive substance. That's telling you something right there. Thousands of smokers who try to quit find themselves back in the old habit within 30 days. Now, for those who have gave it up cold turkey and just been away from the cigarettes for over 10, 20, 30 years, kudos and hats off to y'all, because that is a hard thing to do. But for majority of United States and worldwide, that is a hard thing to do. So, even though smokers know the harmful effects tobacco may cause, they still crave that instant relief. They call it the one pull at a time method. Long as they just get a pull and they're fine. Y'all have to sit back and think about that, okay? Hashtag save your lungs. Number 2, alcohol. 18 million. All right. When entertaining guests, it is expected to provide some food and beverages. And amongst these items, you have the following: cocktails, beer, wine, moonshine, etc. They are acceptable only if taken in moderation. Okay? So we don't need to just keep on indulging. But the thing is, nowadays, that is the issue. What they call booze plus a good time equals disorientation. People tend to overindulge and ignore their alcohol limit. Listen, we all have a limit. Some can't even go past 2. Okay? We have to find out our own limit. And once we feel that we're getting some type of buzz, chill out for a minute. Once that buzz elevates, that's probably when you need to stop and go and eat something. Because now your body is going to get disoriented and you're going to get all wobbly, off balance, and things like that. Okay? This is where a person is drinking themselves into a drunken state. Over time, this leads to liver damage. So if you drink too much every single day, you may want to stop. Okay? At least slow down, because you're only slowly damaging your liver. This is what the liver does. The liver helps process blood and breaks down and creates nutrients. Okay? So you need your liver. And furthermore, an overdose of alcohol can lead to dehydration. You know how you get real thirsty after drinking all night? You wake up in the morning, oh my gosh, man, give me some water. I'm so thirsty. Because, let me tell you why this happens. This occurs when low blood volume causes a drop in blood pressure and the oxygen levels. Okay? So, when a person drinks excessively, they have to urinate frequently, which, guess what? Takes all the water and fluid out of your body. Therefore, the body pushes out more water and fluids that was currently put in. So now your body's working triple time to try to get back what has been lost. Just don't put yourself through that. This causes loss of electrolytes, which help regulate your heartbeat. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I care about my heart. So even though I am a drinker, I started to take things slower because I don't want to be laid out on the floor somewhere. First of all, not knowing where I'm at because I'm too drunk. Secondly, I done got dehydrated and I cannot be responsive. Do you know how scary that is? Not only for the person themselves, but for the people around them, especially your loved ones and friends. Lastly, though, if a person is impaired to the point where they need assistance standing, walking, or making decisions, y'all, they should not drive. In 2019, there were, check this out, 10,142 fatalities due to drunk driving. That's crazy. Each day, around 28 people in America die in drunk driving crashes. Okay? This is posted, you guys. You can research this stuff. And this is terrible news to know that this is happening when we can stop this. We can know our limit and we can make sure that we look out for our friends and families as well as ourselves. You know, we're cognitive, so we can think for ourselves. Let's do so. Although a person may feel fine after just a few drinks, maybe even just a couple, like I said, too, They should still wait about 30 minutes to an hour per drink. Okay? So this helps, the drink go in your system. But remember to eat also, okay? Remember, buzz driving is still considered drunk driving. You can get pulled over and you can get taken to jail, and they will slap a DUI on you. So let's just remember that. Now, I want to discuss what I have seen the number one worldwide addiction is. And it's so weird because nobody ever really thinks of this. They're thinking of things like heroin and crack cocaine and stuff like that, but they never thought of this being an addiction. Check this out. Number one, in 2021, sugar, y'all. Sugar. Yes, I said, I'm going to say it again. Sugar. At least 80% of the world's population has sugar addiction. I just can't believe that. Even though sugar is not all bad, it is an ingredient to watch out for. Your brain consumes a fifth of your daily calories in the form of glucose. Okay? Glucose. Here's a breakdown of how our taste buds work. Okay? Craving sour or bitter foods could indicate a lack of stomach acid in the body. People need a specific amount of acidic foods. Okay? They need this in their body. Otherwise, our stomach acid levels will drop, making it hard to break down and sterilize the food that we consume. A downside effect would be giving your brain a signal that the food is unripe and spoiled. So you can have just a positive and a negative effect. You craving something, so your body wants you to eat something, but at the same time, it can cause you to think, oh no, once I get this, it's just something is wrong with it. Okay, so craving savory foods could mean there are some issues with the fluid levels and mineral intake, such as sodium. Okay, your body wants some salt. And I know me, I love potatoes and chips and things like that has a lot of salt in it. But we got to step back from the sodium, you guys. Eat healthier things. But we all crave this sugar. Here it comes. Guess what sugar does? Sugar activates the receptors. I think I'm going to say this right. Opiate receptors, in our brain, and affects the reward center. Okay, which leads to compulsive behavior despite negative consequences like hormone imbalances, headaches, and weight gain. So basically that means our body wants some sugar to reward ourselves and our brain of, eating all these other things. It's asking to get sugar. Okay? But listen, every time we eat sweets, we are reinforcing neural paths, causing the brain to become increasingly hardwired to crave sugar, building up a tolerance like any other drug. So, with that being said, eating sugar is going to cause you to want more sugar. Ain't that something? It says, eating the sugar releases opiates and dopamine in our bodies. This is a link between added sugar and addictive behavior. Sugar is put in several of our food items, okay? So in case you didn't know, check this out. Even fruit has natural sugar, which sometimes can be a bit much for diabetics. So we also got to watch, even the little apples and things that have natural sugar in it, okay? We have to watch how much we eat of those, because apple juice and that's just stuff that already has a lot of sugar in it. And then you add sugar to it. Man, we are waiting on disaster. However, craving sugar is part of our daily routine due to such things as, check this out, women, cramping. Yeah, you know you want some chocolate when that time of the month comes. Or having low blood sugar. Like I said, you got a diabetic. You need a little bit of something. Maybe get them some orange juice, boost their sugar up just a little bit. Adding flavor. Now we know we like to put sugar in, well, some people do, rice, and like to put sugar in cakes and things like that to add flavor. Or adding a thickening agent, just to make something thicker. You putting milk and meal and putting a little flour, which it adds a thickening to it. Well, we could just say do away with sugar altogether, but face it, we need it. Okay? And so that today was my top 10 most addictive items and addictions in America. I mean, this is something to really consider, to talk to your friends and family and your kids about. These issues in life are serious, and addiction do not need to be something added to what we already have going on in the world today. I would like to pray for all those people out there who's going through any type of addiction. May you please get help, call helplines, go talk to your family and friends about therapy, and most of all, take it to God in prayer, because He knows what you're going through and He knows what to do to pull you out of this situation. All right. And thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Please tune in every Friday between the times of 6 and 8 p.m. And I look forward to you listening to the next episode. Until then, this is your girl, Miss Peaches, and always stay blessed and highly favored. Peace.